And hello and welcome to the Valorant Draft Circuit. We've got week 2 of matches here, and quick rundown for those who don't know. The Valorant Draft Circuit, or the VDC, is an organized amateur Valorant circuit in place on North American servers. VDC features 40 teams across 4 tiers of play, primarily based on competitive rank. The tiers are in ascending order of skill level: Contender, Advanced, Master, Premier. Each team plays within their tier, and match days are Wednesdays and Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern US time. That out of the way, tonight's matchup takes us to the Master tier, which is primarily gold and platinum players. And we will have a matchup between Purple Iris and Sugarcubes. Purple Iris enters this at a 2-2 on the maps score, with 2 tied matches under the belt, while the Sugarcubes are 1-3 with a tied and a lost match. Now, we should be getting into Agent Select shortly. Our first map will be Split, map 2, Icebox. Just waiting on the lobby to get loaded into Agent Select. We are entering now. Alright, and starting out on defense on this map, I believe defense on both maps first will be the Sugarcubes. We're seeing some picks start to come in here. No locks yet. Split, of course, very narrow map, lots of close lanes. Wouldn't be surprised to see a stage out of both teams. There's a lot of locks all at the same time. We'll see the stage out of Horny Hamburglar for Sugarcubes. And so far only Lenny Kravitz has locked in the chamber for the attacking side of Purple Iris. Last few blocks here. Get into our first map. Now, joining me today, I do not have a co-caster. However, Kid Zombie will be our observer. I will be anchoring to him. He can guide us through these 2 maps. Again, this is map 1 of Split, map 2, Icebox.
This is gonna be an interesting game, Rose.
Choose your
I
agent.
do think it is. It looks like interesting pick out of Froggy with the Jet there. No raise for Purple Iris on the attack first. Bit unusual. And we will also see Guy instead of KO and Woman instead of the Astra here. See the differences between the teams, the stage they will share in common. Start to look into the first round with Iris attacking first.
How do you feel about that Astra pick?
I do think it's an interesting pick. We will see. It's very useful, I believe, if you can coordinate around it and with some team play. I do like to see the raid here out of side of Sugarcubes. I think there's a lot of combo potential between the Asher and the Rays, and if they can make good use of it, I think we'll see a lot of potentially a few Rays grenade kills and a lot of frags coming between that duo. They are grouped together on B site, which is where we have Purple Iris setting up the attack. Got 3-2 defense, kind of leaving mid alone, perhaps just a stage wall to go down there off the rip for the defense of Sugarcube. As we count down, we might see an early fight here between Lenny Kravitz and Drisk. And we will. Lenny Kravitz gets the headshot. First pick goes down. No wall in mid as they start to push through into B main. Jet smoke out, and Lenny Kravitz will find stunning as now they're on site, and it's a 5v3. Froggy, though, gets overzealous. Horny will take him out. But Lenny Kravitz will trade 3 so far. VK finds Namonti in mid, and now we go into a 2v4 retake with VK on low health. Lenny Kravitz, the Chambers trade shots and a miss. Jimbo now up here. And Lenny Kravitz is going to find the 4th on the round. Goes down to Jimbo, though. No ace, and now it's a 1v2 for Jimbo, as Drizzy and Ichigo will fall back into main. Location's not known, but that 0 point should give some good information. Jimbo here on the KO as he's going to push up. Taps the spike, and he's going to get wrapped here. Gets fully flashed by the guiding light. Drizzy will take him out, and that will be the first round to the attacking side of Purple Iris. It was a quick first round there, and Lenny Kravitz, of course, with the huge 4K, found that first pick, and it snowballed into the full site and the round. It looks like the defense here is going to set up for a bit of a stack towards the A site. We're going to leave the chamber on an island back on B, while the rest of the team possibly even looking to get aggressive here. Horny and Stunning are both pushed up. And the Raze is right behind them. They will get aggressive, and some bullets traded. No kills yet. Froggy now here pushing up. And somehow they didn't see Stunning. I think the guy might have blinded themselves as we walk up. Lenny Kravitz now leading the charge into 3 players. We'll get dinked, and we'll go down to Drisk with the Classic. It's a 4v4 right now, with the attacking side caught up in main. Finally, Namonti gets 1 pick. Still looking to see if they want to keep pushing the site. Will trade, get a second after trading bullets with Horny. That should get them the site here if they can handle Jimbo, who's going to be fully blinded by the paranoia. Right clicks, though, good enough, and VK finds one in heaven. Jimbo left on site alone will go down. Namonti will find 4. Namonti will find the ace. It was sketchy. That gamble stack worked out quite well for the defense of Sugarcubes, but the round does come through. And we see both Namonti and Lenny Kravitz here have traded 2 huge rounds to start off the map. Looks like the bonus here might be a little weak. Lenny Kravitz has lots of money. They are going to pull out some Spectres still. Pretty good eco from getting both plants down. Ichigo going to go ahead and opt for the Phantom early on going into this attacking round, as we have Risk once again going for an aggressive play while the offense is set up for a mid take here. Also, there are some players here watching B. Lenny Kravitz again holding that with his Headhunter. And a lot of pressure mid. The Sage Wall will come up in top of mid. Heaven. Offense pushes into ropes, and they don't see each other. Namonti will find VK, and that's going to be the cue. They push down into vents, and they're heading up towards A Heaven. Only one here to catch them will be Jimbo. He's going to be left probably in a 1v4, if not a 1v5, if Lenny Kravitz catches up, as Stunning and the Sage players start to rotate in. Jimbo here, waiting for the first to peek him. And Froggy will dash across, draws the fire, will get the frag himself, and that will get the spike down as Namonti finds Stunning and Horny. Namonti already on 8 frags, I think. As now it's just left to Drisk, has the Vandal, but a 1v5 doesn't seem likely. Is up, gets a peek, gets blinded, Froggy will clean him up. A flawless round on a pseudo bonus there for the attacking side, and their economy is going to be rolling now. Get another spike plant, find all 5, nobody goes down. Monty already on an early 8 frags. Defense of Sugarcubes.
He's using util for his team too. It's not like he's just running them down.
Excellent point. He has gotten some key blinds from the paranoia there early on. Even both the second and third round found a frag off of that, and the defense now going to be forced onto just a pistol by it, looks like. A Sheriff, a Ghost, Shorty. Got 3 stacked towards B, and that's where the offense is looking so far. Just sticking with pretty straightforward executes early into this half, and we'll see Trailblazer won't find the tag on the Drisk as they'll push out. Drisk throws the grenade to the Omen ult and will go down to Froggy. Namonti then finds one in mid after canceling his ult. As we'll get the spike down for Purple Iris. Stunning also went down on the Astra. I didn't catch that kill. Is now VK and Jimbo left in a 2-5. Have the Marshal here trying to find a head, and does, but can't take out Drizzy, and Ichigo will just rope and find him. Froggy cleans up VK. It's a 4th and a 2nd straight flawless round for the side. Purple Iris, as they are off to a hot start on this map.
Lenny is still on a Spectre.
Lenny is in fact still on a Spectre.
Her money is so good right now. It's gonna be
Lenny,
hard to come back into this.
It will, and Lenny in fact will throw the Spectre on the ground and just straight up go for the Operator. See if he can make that work on the attack side of Split. Now we have a default coming out from the attacking side, getting away from those executes. Risk will throw in the boom bot, but will not peek. Got the 0 point, which I think both players in A main successfully dodged. Lenny Kravitz will be spotted out by the boom bot, but it actually looks like Drisk is hitting away. Spike is over towards A right now. They also have a fight going on possibly in Nail. Horny safe Heaven angle. Froggy is way up, trying to see Sage is on top of the wall. Meanwhile, I think the side of Purple Iris has gotten some control of ramp and vents. Will walk into the chamber trip. Give away that they are there. VK here to receive Ichigo and possibly any push. Does see Ichigo, does take him out for the first frag, and Horny will find Froggy in mid. Got the Sage player of the attack side now peeking ramp, while the other two players of Purple Iris are poking around towards Mail still. Zay here does have the spike, is on his own. Kind of difficult to cross back, but and will get spotted by Jimbo, but gets out. Namonti finds one, Stunning gets the trade. Lenny Kravitz having to make the best of the op here in Heaven. He'll just jump away from that paint shells. He'll head back towards it. He's actually going to throw the op out of the map. As Drizzy is now pushing back up towards A. There's only about 15 seconds left. He's going to have to win this 1v1. Can't. Gets caught with the slow orb in hand. Goes down. Lenny, might actually get the op back, and will. Gonna have to fight VK here to keep it, and will successfully kill. We'll see if they go hunting here. Last couple of seconds. Jimbo is gonna peek. Jimbo gets the wide swing, but can't take out Lenny Kravitz. And finally, a first round for Sugarcubes.
They needed that. They needed something.
Desperately need that first round, and it looks like got plenty to buy here. Might even have a bit of an economy going around, as BK on the chamber will be pulling out the tour de force. You have to assume no gun has been purchased. Risk throwing the same boombot, like waiting a couple seconds, throwing it into B main. Lenny Kravitz posted up again. Backside is more towards B and mid this round with the guy player alone. Doesn't wall it this time and will take shots at Froggy and Namonti. Throws the slow orb and backs away, and it looks like Froggy wants to push in here, wants to dash in. VK holding this with the tour de force, but gets smoked off. Paranoia comes through. I don't think that tagged anyone, but it will give them Heaven, and Stunning will find Froggy on the entry. Namonti trades, but Stunning gets him back. Lenny Kravitz in main now misses a shot. Drizzy will take down Jimbo, and it looks like the A site's wide open here as the last A defender goes down. Hit on B didn't work out, but hey, if A is open, Ichigo gonna try to catch these players in spawn. Goes down to Horny. Both Sages do have the resurrection available, as the spike is going to go down. Barrier orb, NCT being destroyed. Lenny Kravitz holding the angle, gets Horny. That's a huge pick, puts us back into the 2v2. Stunning, you have to assume, gonna be putting up the Nebula here to smoke off that angle. Will do so. The defender's pushing to the site. Drizzy finds Stunning. That leaves VK in the 1v2. Fishing around, trying to find Drizzy. Good. Lenny now watching the angle. They both turn away, but he can't quite get the shots on Lenny Kravitz. Drizzy will swing out and find VK, and that'll be a 5th round on the board for Purple Iris on the attack. Early dominance here on Split. That mid push came in hard into B Heaven. Jimbo tried to rotate to help the team, tried to come through mid, got picked off, and was the last defender on B. A good read from the attacking side of Purple Iris, noticing the tendencies of the defense, managed to storm back, take the site, get the spike down, ended up converting what was a 2v3. Win their 5th round here, as we're going to see an early mid play. Sage wall, more traditional Sage wall now that you might see in one of my competitive games, comes out in the middle of the map, as the offense will up behind it. Horny here in Heaven with just a judge. Guiding Light flash comes through as the team's going to start to push up. Quick push coming. The Guiding Light, though, will blind Horny. They're going to get the first frag untraded as now they push out of Heaven into the site. Driss got tagged down to 5 HP. Stunning, though, hiding in that Nebula, will find Drizzy. I think he has to find more here, but he does, and he does. He finds Froggy. Lenny will take him down. We go into a 3v2, now 2v3, as Jimbo finds Lenny Kravitz with the Guardian. Ichigo will find him. Ichigo will also find Drisk on low health, and Ichigo will find a 4th on VK. And that will end the round, as Namonti will plant post-round for the credits. That lurk with the Judge, it looked like a bit of a light bite, came out of the defense, stunning with the lurk on the Judge, managed to find a couple, and if not for the guiding light from Ichigo, I think Horny would have also found a couple in Heaven. Bit of a risky round for Purple Iris, but they managed to convert. They're up 6-1, already quite a few rounds on this attack side for Split.
Thanks.
You want to play? Let's play.
Ball comes out in mid. They start to take some pot shots. Rays coming through as the attack sets up Advance. First frag does go the way of Advance. Kravitz is also tagged up heavily. They're gonna push towards A. And they're gonna push towards A to get their res, of course. Jimbo and VK here to receive them. I think that 0 point's gonna catch a few. It does catch all 4 in main. That's gonna send them scurrying away like ants as the whole defense rotates in. Froggy, that's also gonna pull out the null command as Froggy is lurked up through vents, possibly gonna look to find a frag here. Meanwhile, the Seekers are coming out in the middle of the map as the offense has rotated fully to try to push B. Stunning ducks back down into Hell as the attack is pushed into Heaven. VK's going to find Froggy on the lurk in A Heaven. Drix finds ones and Drizzy will trade it out. And there's 2 kills, no 1 kill, 2 kills go the way of Purple Iris in Heaven though, and they will find the site and find the open plant here. That'll leave the chamber. VK and Jimbo on the KO here on the retake. VK tagged up low from that ad. Froggy on the jet. Hellblade is going to go under spawn and won't find anything. VK walks out. 0 point. He'll note 2 in the back of the site. Got that high-low stack going on with Dre on the other side of the cross. This looks to be very difficult. Flashbang comes out, goes a little too deep, I think, and that is the case as Namonti will find the first frag. Guiding Light gets Jimbo. He will get 1, however, with the fragment. No time left here, just looking for exits. Finds Drizzy. Gets good damage on Namonti, but can't find him and will go down. Namonti will get 3 on the round. Will die to the spike, but I think Purple Iris has all the money they could ever want in this one. If we look at the scoreboard, Namonti still dominating in this first half. 14 kills, only 3 deaths. A lot of multi-kill rounds, 4K, a 3K in that last one. Highest kills from Sugarcubes right now is Jimbo on the KO. As I think we're getting a double op attack. No, never mind. Lenny Kravitz does not have the Word of Force. Will attempt a Guiding Light in, will get noted by the 0 point. I think got at least 1 more player in Froggy. Holding the long angle, sees Ichigo, trades bullets down. Push into Heaven, VK holding now with the Headhunter. Gets 2, gets the shots, and gets the kill. And Jimbo will find Drizzy, so now a 5v3 for the defending side. Stunning. Meanwhile, has lurked up through B. Here's Namonti jumping against the wall, is going to find a free kill. Lenny Kravitz takes down VK. Froggy's holding this with an operator and is going to find side of Stunning's head. Now it's a 3v2 and these players are pushing up. Jimbo looking for Lenny Kravitz will find him with the better angle and Horny will take down Froggy. It's the second round for Sugarcubes. 2 good early picks as the offense tried to push into A. Main and A Heaven. Lock down the site, hold on to the round. Get a second one on the board and hopefully, definitely hoping to turn this into a couple more. 7 for the attacks, already huge on Split. For the defense of Sugarcubes right now, you're definitely 2 more. Half over. Like we've got this same mid-B default coming out of the attacking side. Obliged with the same boom bot. Froggy and Lenny Kravitz both put up here. Back towards Froggy, gonna push up, gonna peek, gonna get Drisk. Tagged low, but doesn't go down, will get healed. Meanwhile, Ichigo finds Jimbo pushing up on the other side of the map. Both sites really possibly open here. Horny finds one in mid, though. Lenny Kravitz goes down. Trailblazers coming out on A in the meantime as the attackers are heavily split. Barrier Orb's going to come up and be heaven, though. Ichigo goes down to VK with the operator, and it looked like the attack was starting to consider rotating back towards A. Now they fall back towards B. They have a lot of mid control. Here's here pushing Heaven, and Froggy will updraft up and find VK. Gets spotted by both players on the B site as the attackers are just going to start moving towards A, knowing that it's open. Chamber being dead. However, the bodies all unaccounted for. This is going to get brought back into this 3v3 retake. The plant is going to be open and for Heaven. Froggy with the operator will be attackers. Stunning gonna use the cosmic divide here. Will come out, splits the site in half. They're going down ramp together. They're gonna walk into Namanti, who finds the first. It's just around the corner to hide. He's gonna throw the smoke up. That paint shells does quite a bit of damage. It's actually just gonna take him down outright. Brisk now with the showstopper. Blast Packs clears the site. Drizzy takes one down. The showstopper won't get the kill. He's running out of time. Froggy will find him. We'll end the round 3K for Froggy and an 8th round on the board for Purple Iris. Rounds come in fast, and it looks like the defense of Sugarcubes has really just been dragged around the map a lot by this attacking side. The second time, I believe, half that B site, the last A defender rather, has been found and killed near the middle of the map, and the D able to rotate the A free. Looks like this is gonna force and in fact, Pretty Sheriff, Marshall are all that come out here. Stunning, however, gonna get the Nova Pulse out. And Stunning's gonna go for the peek, but doesn't find anybody. Monty is gonna use back site, doesn't see anybody as they start to aggress into take control of B main and start to get ready to push out on the site. Stunning trades bullets. Nobody goes down here. But Stunning will peek out again and finds Froggy, who had no armor. It's one, gets a tag on a Lenny Kravitz. Stunning doing some work with this Marshall, and it looks like the Resurrection's gonna come out onto Froggy. They're trying to break the wall, but don't have enough bullets for it. Don't have enough firepower, rather. And meanwhile, there's a fight about to go down in sewers that goes the way of Jimbo with the Shorty, who's gonna recover a rifle. The rest of the 4 attackers of Purple Iris were grouped up in B main. Monty was on his own. And Stunning's actually gonna find Lenny Kravitz. Almost gets that tag on Ichigo. Does get it anyway. V-Kai, meanwhile, with the Tour de Force out, has found Froggy in the middle of the map, and this Rifty round might be coming through here as Idrizze is left in a 1v5. Find Drisk first and can't even find the kill on him as Thrifty round, a big Thrifty round, to keep Sugarcubes in this, comes through off the back of Stunning's Marshall, a Shorty, and the Tour de Force. That'll put
Look at the money, too.
Wow, that is a good call out. The attacking side had a huge bankroll, but they traded a few lost rounds. Never built up a loss bonus. A lot of players going down, including that one round when everyone went down, eventually spike, and yeah, they're broke. Ichigo doesn't even have a gun. Lenny Kravitz has some money. He's gonna elect to buy a sheriff. Headhunter. Ichigo does actually have a guardian. The round starts. Barrier Orb in mid will go down quickly as Lenny Kravitz is leading the charge into A Heaven, or B Heaven. Gets some shots on a Horny Burglar who finds Froggy, however. They do trade it out. A lot of damage done. Guy will heal up. Brisk will find Idrizze, and that's the spike noted. Now these 3 players are kind of caught in mid. Kravitz and Namanti throwing some bullets into Heaven. Kravitz will one of the bucks up, smoked off nail. 3v4. That Trailblazer's not going very far. Climb the rope. Nail. And Driz gets some free shots onto Ichigo, will eventually find him. Gets fully flashed by the Guiding Light, however, so Namanti eventually trade. Kravitz and Namanti start. Stunning is lurking. think Stunning's gonna find Lenny Kravitz here. He will. Monty in the 1v3. Gonna be suppressed from the null command, which comes out, but he does find the first. BK and Jimbo both down, and Namanchi had the chance, couldn't get the shot in onto Jimbo. Finds him.
Switching sides.
Sugarcubes don't give away the round. They managed to get 4 on defense. This Purple Iris will find 8 going into this defensive half.
Omen player. I
Good
wish I
call
had him
out.
in my ranked games.
All huge frags coming out of Namanchi. Lots of big plays for the attacking side, or for the attacking half of Purple Iris as they switch over to the defense. Froggy here going for the early peek. Should find 5 here. Gets a spot onto Horny, but it's going to go down to Drisk as the whole team piles through. Namanchi will find Drisk on the trade, but VK finds him. Trades go in the favor of the attacking side of Purple Iris. Or rather, Sugarcubes have switched, and they're going to get the spike down. I think they're going to... I think they got the open. Both teams on site, and the wall in heaven. Lenny Kravitz is held off as the rest of the team is pushed down ramp. Drizzy and Ichigo are coming in fast here. Jimbo will find Drizzy. That leaves Ichigo in the 1v, or not in a 1v4, now in a 1v4, as Stunning will find Lenny Kravitz breaking the wall. And Horny Hamburglar with a absolute burglary of a final right click. Find the last kill. That, my classic does not do that at that range. As he takes down the last player. Much needed pistol round win here. Sugarcube. No force out of the defense. Purple Iris. A lot of rounds to work with. They won't elect to try to force up this round. Lenny Kravitz, though, will peek with the Headhunter. Doesn't even find a tag. Takes a lot of damage. Get healed up, though, by both of his teammates. They push on this site. The 0 point, I believe, found just the sky as they get sight. Dual Lenny Kravitz will go down to Horny. With that barrier orb up, they have sight, but not all of it. But Jimbo will swing around and find 2. Just 1 left on site now. Ichigo will actually find Jimbo on the trade. Just classics to work here. Him and Froggy will go down. Quick second round for the attacking side. Your cubes pull it to 6-8. One of their bonus, they brought 4. They kept 4 alive. They get to bring 4 specters in a round. I don't think this is a must-win round by quite that much. But a big round for sure. If they could win this, they could pretty easily find themselves tied back up. Back into this match. The round starts, they're going to go for the mid-hit early. The barrier orb goes up, but it's getting spammed down immediately. They both know just 1 slower. 23-1 in ends. Drizzy playing deep in heaven here. More defenders are on site. Ichigo and VK about to fight in B main as we get this push into heaven. Ichigo wins the fight in B main and is now alone. Gets tagged by Jimbo, who drops into sight as the attack gets into sight. Lenny Kravitz will find 2. Horny Hamburglar will find 2, so that leaves us in the 2v3. 2 players in heaven. Plant is not safe, but they're going for it. They can't possibly know this. Namanti gets 1. Drisk just gets the spike down, trapped in a corner. Ichigo will find him. Defense rotated in time, got the kills in heaven. Monty with 2 more, 1 more. Ichigo, I think that big fight in main was really the difference in this round. Found VK, won that duel, and that will get Purple Iris up to 9. Their first round on the defensive half. Now this round, for the backing side of Sugarcubes, I do think is the big round. This round would have been nice, but I think you have to have this one. Don't have a ton of money going into the next. Put them on 11. Backing for the side of Iris. Ichigo. Spikes down towards A, but very deep. Nothing middle. Mid finds nothing. Walk up. Hot Flash might have gotten Drizzy, but he out the slow last. Gotta falls back. This actually might bait Jimbo into a swing, and it does, but he actually finds both anyway. Crazy shot onto Idrizzy on the Sage, and now Ichigo in the back of sight goes down to Drisk, and that will give the site away. Even the null command's going to come out from Jimbo. Lenny Kravitz forcing his way through this orbs to try to retake some heaven control, which he will find. Now has to go retake control of Alley. And I think the call's already come in to save here. Monty's not even pretending to go towards the call. Lenny Kravitz, Monty save their guns. This will be 7 on the board for the and gives them open this game. Split usually plays defensive sided, but got a chance here. 9-7 down. Going next. And the light buy save the rifles. Kravitz might be able to, should be able to drop a team. They so choose. Packers don't either. Not great. Will survive into this round, and Ichigo immediately buys the rifle. If this pushes over into a buy, Kravitz can drop. Jose is gonna buy the judge. Sells the judge.
Oh my goodness. Money shuffling.
Game in Valorant. The judge does come out, it looks like, with seconds left in the half. Buy phase. You forced buy here. The players on couple players on light armors and rifles, 2 with full rifles. Idrizzy on the judge as the back pop flashes their way into A main quickly. Froggy would be the only one to receive them on site as Namonti and Idrizzy are up in heaven. Idrizzy, of course, with that shotgun. Froggy left alone on site, spraying bullets, and Namonti's actually going to swing out and find a timing onto 2 players. They couldn't get Froggy down. Namonti's going to drop in and get Horny, and Jimbo finds Drizzy, but that's it. Now he's left in the 1v4. Shots onto Ichigo on the free angle, but can't get a kill. He's about to get flanked. Up, though, of Lenny Kravitz. He did, but he goes down. Back falls apart, and that'll be a 10th round on the board with the force buy. Purple Iris. Sugarcubes just couldn't dislodge Froggy on the A site. They tried. Just kept surviving. The cloud burst kept him alive. That round converting. It will 1-7. Quickly check what is here. For the ends, they do have enough money to, or the attack side rather, they do have enough money to buy. And Stunning will actually find Lenny Kravitz in B main against the Tour de Force. Ichigo trying to lurk on the back of site as the attack's going to quickly start pushing into B. They're going to very orb to deal with. Drizzy will find 1, goes down. Ichigo, however, finds 2 in B main. Now Horny is left alone in the 1v3. We'll get a teammate back on their feet. That's Jimbo on the KO. Bit of a gotta have it round here. Froggy and Namonti. And Horny will trade out. 1 for 1. Left in. Ichigo spots him. I don't know if Horny saw that. Ichigo found away. Horny is stared at by the Trailblazer. Drop into the site. And Froggy's behind him. Had the res, wasn't enough. 11th round on the board for Purple Iris. And that'll break the money. Sugarcubes have to settle for a light buy here, play for the tie, play for overtime. Any of the defense also not stellar, so if attacking side can find, especially now that Lenny Kravitz has purchased the operator. And we're going to see a fast fight here. Froggy pushing into all 5 will fall back. Monty Paranoia gets a lot of players, and PK I think was not blinded, went for the fight, can't get the win. And Monty gets first pick. And Kravitz will get flashed off the angle. 3 players here in heaven, and Froggy alone on site. Already seen him have success. And Froggy finds Horny in a main. Froggy here with the tailwind up is going to go for a second and will get stunning, and now that leaves Drisk and Jimbo in a 2v5. They did end up forcing into this round. Drisk will pull out the showstopper, can't find anything with it. Lenny Kravitz will find him with the operator. Now in a 1v5. Hoping against hope that Crabs with Vector will swing out. Almost gets Idrize, but goes down. That point now here has come for Purple Iris as defense is starting to stack up rounds. Money's not great. Looks like there was a bit of a split buy actually. Even that last round. Out of Sugarcubes. Now with the money. They will have to force into this one a couple of Bulldogs. Horny with light armor. Vector even out of Jimbo. See what they can do with it. The Tour de Force is popped for VK on the attack, and they're going to take early A main control. But Lenny Kravitz will find stunning. Chris got in deep, but Lenny swung the angle again, takes one down. That's a big first pick for the defense. As Namanchi will find Jimbo, that's 2 down. It's a 5v3 now. Purple Iris looks out this map. Angel. Froggy's way up. Yeah, Horny does expect it, and Horny does get him, actually. So that's 1 frag back into the round. Okay, and Namonti about to fight, and VK finds Namonti, so now suddenly we're in a 3v3. Even though the chamber is making a lot of noise. Back towards B, and they will. Fortunately, Horny barrier orb and walled himself off. All 4 defenders are in a heaven right now. All the way into their... Might not expect... Spike down. Now the defense of Purple Iris wondering how the heck that happened. Drisk and Ichigo will trade bullets. Ichigo with the double take. Graves back, and Horny has to convert a 1v4 fully blinded up by the guiding light. Trying to play the off angle and gets blinded again. Ichigo will swing him. He'll go down. That'll be GG's in the chat. Ichigo will defuse this spike, and map 1 will go the way. Purple Iris.
Don't even start that shit here, mate. Defenders win.
So, a good game. A very good game on map 1 there. Purple Iris ends up taking the win, 13-7. Monty huge with 26 frags. Jimbo top 4 cubes had 17. Horny right behind it 4. As we are going to take a quick break, we'll be about 7.5 minutes with map 2 Icebox. And welcome back to the VDC. We have just seen Purple Iris take map 1 of Split over Sugarcubes. We are getting ready for map 2 of Icebox. Recap of the first game, we saw Namonti for Purple Iris on the Omen, I believe drop close to 25 kills, maybe more. Ooh, top frag though. For the side of Purple Iris, started to make the Sugarcubes started to make a bit of a comeback in the second half when they switched the attack side, but only get to about 7 before they called out. Map Purple Iris. Getting into map 2 shortly. Waiting on Agent Select to come in here. Map 2 will be Icebox. We're into Agent Select. Alright. What kind of picks we get on the Icebox here? Will be once again Sugarcubes on the defense first, with the attacking side of Purple Iris. Not know which teams pick what map. Again, map 1 did go to Iris. Looks like we've got some technical difficulties. Back. Like,
GG's, guys.
Had a player crash out of the game.
That was probably the fastest game I've played.
Have in
Yeah,
fact.
They finally got his cheats, huh?
Sheesh. Yep.
Hey, they can hear you guys, but
Oh.
we are waiting for one player to reconnect. Connect. And then we'll be getting back into map 2 of Icebox.
So what's your standard comp you would think on an Icebox? Do you go 2 initiators? 2 duelists?
I think I wouldn't be surprised to see the double initiator or even a double controller come out. I've heard that circulating around the V bit, and I know one of these teams, Scrim Partners, has brought out fans of Icebox. Usually Viper Omen, I think, is there, and I wouldn't be surprised by that. I also wouldn't be surprised to see Speed coming out. Later comp, perhaps with a guy. Really a lot of comps on Icebox. I think one of those few things is we'll probably see a stage on both sides again. Takes. As Namonti has reconnected to the lobby. Just for us to get in, and we are now loading back into Agent Select. Apologies for that. Hopefully everything's all good the second time around. Game.
No, first time. First time. What do you mean? Delete the VOD.
Immediately we're going to get a lock-in of the Viper, and it looks like a double initiator comp set up, and will be locked in on the defense. We're going to see the Sova Sky comp. No fade. Risk will chamber. EK gonna swap.
The raise, yeah.
EK and Drisk straight up swap agents here, and this raise pick is pretty interesting on Icebox. I guess with the chamber taking the operator slot, don't feel the need for a jet. Froggy, however, will be locking in the jet. For Purple Iris, also look like they have a Nova Sky comp lined up. He's locked in. It'll just be the duelists that are the difference here. Sides. Got about 30 left. Ichiko probably troll hovering.
I've seen it. I've seen it.
Go back to the chamber.
Ooh, he's toying with us.
Monty will lock in
Select your
Viper.
agent.
Like solo Vipers as the controllers on this map, no double. Actually, no, I'm wrong. There is no Sage on the defensive side. KO actually going to
Nikeo. Okay, so not the Phoenix. Not the Phoenix like I was hoping for, but
Phoenix perhaps,
definitely
but
a
better.
viable agent. Definitely a viable agent for Icebox, I would think.
So, Purple Iris will be the only team with the stage here. And opt for chamber in. Give me a second to figure out that the chamber had disappeared from the roster of Purple Iris. As we start to set up for this first round.
Putting the defensive Viper on A, wall for retake, and chamber solo holding B main.
Yep. Apologies, I am just OBS things as we start to get into the first round. It looks like they're set up for the B pressure here. Never see B first on Icebox, and they're gonna get seen by on Dart from the Sova. That find Drisk here on the chamber back of sight. Froggy trade outs in a as the attack starts to push down. They will force Drisk off the angle. The wall's gonna come out. Stage wall will get the ant here. Gonna be a full 5v5 retake. First few shots coming through. Needle come through. Stunning's up close to this wall. Have to play around it. He's gonna flash himself and presumably a few enemies on the other side of this wall. Peeks out, sees Lenny Kravitz, goes down. First kill finally goes through. As Drizzy will go down as Ichigo finds another trade. VK finds two. Ichigo lurking up through mid. Is giving the full run around. As VK will find a third in the round, but both defenders here, Jimbo and VK, both very low. VK goes down. Lenny Kravitz on 1 HP will find the last two, finds 4 on the round. I believe mirroring his first round on Split with another 4K. As first round goes the way of Purple Iris.
Very well played. Going in through B main together instead of solo peeking into the chamber.
Yep, and that late push by Ichigo kind of sealed the round there. They ran out of time to really do anything, had to chase him all the way around the map. Ended up going down. The last two defenders ended up going down. Probably didn't have time to defuse anyway, as we're going to see the playthrough mid and A. Close range fight about to happen. Froggy finds Stunning, and Horny can't quite get the better of Ichigo, who's on 20 HP. As Jimbo, though, will find Amonte in the back, and that's a gun down, and it's unrecoverable. Ichigo's traded places with the defender. Creeping up through mid. Drisk and him are going to trade bullets. Drisk takes the headshot, but gets the kill. We got a 3v3 retake, and we got 2 Spectres for the defense. Spike has gone down in the meanwhile. Froggy and the Sage player a bit tagged up. Dart goes out and is shot. Froggy pushes up aggressively, finds Drisk. Lenny Kravitz will find Jimbo. BK left in the 1v2 with just a classic, and will peek out and die to Lenny Kravitz. Leave. On the round to go to 6-0-0. Second round again, and much like Split, again, a bit of a sketchy one for Purple Iris, but they'll take the win as it comes, and are up 2-0 on the map early on.
They did get 3 guns down though.
Yeah, they did lose 3 guns, and we're gonna see.
Eye looked a little, got a little holes.
It looks like the Guardian and will be rifles coming in here, as a bit of a ritual might be going on in spawn right now as they circle the Guardian. Stunning with the Vandal here is gonna trade shots, I think with a Ghost, as it looked like. Yeah, there are 3 pistols coming out for Purple Iris. Not gonna force too much money into this. Boombot goes out. Don't think found really any chip damage. VK playing close here. I think both Jimbo didn't get spotted out, however, on this S position, waiting to see if somebody pushes. Somebody will, and Jimbo will get Namanchi traded out by Ichigo, and so the spike will go down again with that safe plant. Froggy finds VK with the hero rifle. That's a big pick. Now it's a 3v4 retake. Risk flanks around.
Revealing area.
Thunder gonna come in. Spot 1, will spot 2. Risk might catch a timing, also might be caught on a timing. Will get Ichigo, goes down to Drizzy. Risk finds, or as they find another, and the Red's actually going to come out here. Stunning, though, goes down, going for it, and Lenny Kravitz will go down as he gets picked up as well. Now, Froggy can't get anything done. Horny will take him out with the headshot. Bit of an interesting investment of the res there. Went from a 4v3 to a 2v2 quick. They tried to get the res back in, get numbers back on the bonus round. Doesn't work out, and that's a huge investment in a bonus round. Pack will still have money to buy here, but one ult down.
That's huge. He's been farming that res probably just from orbs, because he's 1 in 3 right now.
Orbs and plants, and he has plants at all.
Orbs and plants.
See if they can get him.
That's amazing.
We'll see if they can get it back online quickly. As they're set up for another B push. Triskier just with the Marshall, probably hoping to get some headshots here, as first challenger is Froggy. On top of yellow. Push starts to come in, and there's that orb being picked up. Stage. And that's actually going to get the null command out as they start to push up. Stunning here, hoping to catch a timing. Actually going to get hit by the fragment, forced off the angle. Bizet, though, his own team's fragment was getting in the way, and the wall goes down before they can get the spike down. That's going to force out the Hunter's Fury here. And Lenny Kravitz finds one. Namanti also will find one in the middle of the map as he's lurking up too. Now it's a 5v3. Went down. It looks like we're going to head back towards A. We saw a lot of this in the first map of Split. Purple Iris. Back in V. Out and catch a timing. Does get one, does get two. Drisk finds a third. VK with a third. And now Namanti's behind him. Will probably find him. Will. 1v2. Both players are low. Okay, with those huge 3 frags, though, has given hints.
30 seconds left.
Monty has everything. Doesn't know if anybody's behind or E main and A main. Does get the spike, has 20 seconds. Should be able to get the spike down. Defenders are playing together. Right. Out of time.
10 seconds left.
Only 10 seconds left. Only 8 seconds left. He's got 5. He's got... Oh, he missed it! I think Namanti missed that spike plant, and he did. Unfortunate play there. Give the round to Sugarcubes, and he's going to go down. Gets the spike plant at least, but at the time, a little too careful clearing angles. Go down. That huge play by VK in mid, though.
That's a good
For an attacker, spawn than anything, finds 3,
Can I get a drop?
and gives them the chance to win the round, which they managed to convert.
Thanks.
And I think that's forcing the attack onto a full, pretty much full save. Spectre and a Marshall end up coming out, as they're going to have to face up against Drizzy on the Forest. Catches the toes of Lenny Kravitz in his sights, but can't kill. Stunning, meanwhile, is pushed up and found Ichigo. The rest of the attackers walk up towards A. It's being traded, still being lost, as VK's actually going to go ahead and rip out the Showstopper. I don't think any Showstopper has found any kills so far in this set. Another one will go wide. Froggy with the tailwind gets away. Back down, catches the head of Froggy in his sights and gets away. And catches Namanti's head with his bullets. As Froggy will find Jimbo. I think that might have even been through the hyper wall there. Okay, playing under sight as the attackers start to push up. Drizzy is going to be caught with the wall in hand. Didn't clear enough. Horny's been noted, though, by the recon dart, but goes down. And Lenny, hoping to get a plant, will actually manage to get it down. Oh, and finds a nice shot onto VK. Can't find anything else. Give the defuse over to the Sky player. And they'll get their third round on the board. Much better start to this second map for Sugarcubes, who I think didn't find their first round on split. They're up on round 5, 3, 2.
Very important to get these defensive rounds on Icebox.
Sure, and a couple of important ults up on the side of the defense. Got the Hunter's Fury and the Seekers out of both that double pump that came. Meanwhile, on the attacking side, they do have Viper's Pit, which huge, especially. You know, they've been playing to get those plants down early. Defense of Sugarcubes has stopped their last couple plant attempts. At least warn them out. They can get a spike down here, could see Viper's Pit. Got a passive
I heard this.
Offense waits. They are a little, but not pushing. He's gonna draw the ire of the Owl Drone. Trying to bait for Drisk. It doesn't work out. Ichigo clears the angle. And Lenny Kravitz will find VK. This should be the spike going down. Ball's gonna go up. Drizzy is gonna get the spike down. Get one step closer. That actually, the Hunter's Fury is coming out. Drizzy will go down. We'll get the spike plant anyway. Back in a 3v4. Stunning and finds Froggy. Now it's a 3v3, and with the Seekers to come out. And he finds Horny. Oh, gets caught with the flash in his hand. Lenny Kravitz on another tear early. Gets 4, gets the round. 5v3 to 3v3 to 3v nothing. As Purple Iris bounce back. Take their third round in round 6. And we saw both Initiator ults invested from the defense. Didn't find much value. Viper's Pit doesn't even have to come down. Now we've kind of traded positions. Ult of Lenny Kravitz is online. It's at 12-4. Monty not quite repeating that first map performance, but Lenny Kravitz so far picking up the slack. Has more than half of his team's frags, actually. Be a light buy here out of the defense. A play is coming in early. Or the attacking side of A. Taking a lob of paint shell up. Gets tagged by Owl Drone. Froggy's behind him. Doesn't get the kill, but Hunter's Fury comes through. Should be the spike plant. So Jimbo finds Namonti. And Kravitz will find Trisk. Alright. Spike does come down. Now we're into the retake. Both of these players look to have marshals. And Blurgler opting for the bow instead. Stunning. Both players are very low. Unless they can find some heads here. I can't imagine much happens here. Stunning will go down. He's got a player right behind him. It's Froggy. Froggy with up to 7 frags. Good start for him as well. Lenny, of course, still dominating this scoreboard. This is map 2 of our 2-game set of Icebox. Map 1 was split, and it went the way of Purple Iris, 13-7. Going to round 8 here. And we'll see Drisk invest into the Operator. I was wondering when an Operator would come out for other than of course. Time they get some damage. He's up onto that electrical box position on his plate. Stunning is tagged by the altar back, and then out of control. Purple Iris. So has been mid with the drones. He's froggy. It's gonna be a 5-man push through the main here. Don't realize they aren't aware probably that there are 3 defenders close up though. Be a big fight. Horny though can rotate. Are pulling out. And raise back. And Namonti, or not Namonti, but Viper player. Well, first frag goes to Horny. In mid, so does catch one trying to cross. Oh, the attackers figured out what to do. Froggy's gonna find Jimbo. Stunning. I don't know if he was seen. I don't know if Stunning was seen. How if they crossed each other that closely? Ichigo doesn't see Stunning, does get the kill eventually. as they crossed each other facing the other way. Bunch of trades come through, including the spike going down and attack respawn. We flip sides of the map here. VK takes down Ichigo. Froggy's right behind, though, getting bullets onto VK. Froggy probably out of time here. If the defenders just hide, they win this round. He'll find Drisk. And VK, smart play, is just going to pass pack the other direction. Round will go the way of Sugar. 4-4 now. Operator, though, is lost, and 4 lives are lost. Economy of Sugarcubes probably in a rough spot, and it is. A, of course, with money, winning, and living. Winning around and living. Overall, though, not a lot of money for a full buy here, and indeed, and a couple farmers come out. Froggy's decided to carry the operator. Hacking side, not quite so trash. Rize has the resurrection of a couple other close. Froggy will find stunning. That's actually, the orb's going to go to Ichigo, and that's going to get the null command online. They're going to pop it immediately. Drisk playing this close angle. It's boosted up by the Sage Wall. It's actually going to take down Dai Drize before the spike can go down. The Viper's Pit will come out. Spike will eventually go down, and Froggy will find one fight on A. Just Horny and Jimbo here left. And Viper's Pit. Kravitz hasn't seen him. That's going to be one free kill. That's going to be 2. Jimbo finds both. And he finds a third onto Namonti. Ichigo will find him, but Horny won't get the trade. Another huge defensive 3K for Sugarcubes gets them around. First VK. Now Jimbo on that flank. First kill might have been free, but the next two certainly were not. That huge shot onto Namonti especially gets the Viper's Pit down. Horny's able to trade the final frag. They're up to 5, and now the attacking economy is at it's stretched to its limits. I do believe they're going to force up here. Looks like they have the money. Only just. Meanwhile, checking in with our ultimates again, we do see Showstopper back online, as the Viper's Pit will be online on the defense. Froggy has the Storm, which is probably coming out this round if they're actually not saving. Stop it. Rize's Resurrection is. Play comes to A early. I think that null command saw VK, it did. He is suppressed. Gonna try to gain space while the Viper is suppressed. The flash doesn't catch him though, but he's behind the gun, goes down. Froggy finds the first pick. That's a pretty big pick onto the Raze, who could have stopped the plant. Still not pushed up enough to get sight. They have full control of Maze as the 4 defenders are all here. Gotta get that spike down. Ball hasn't come up. Froggy's pushing in. Froggy will find Jimbo through the wall. Stunning finds Idrize as the wall goes up. Namonti goes down as well, and now we're in a 3v3. Spike trying to go down again behind the wall. Froggy's on for 3 this round. Looking for 4. Can't find it. Now Horny Hamburger is going to pop this ult. This is going to get a tag at least. And he'll get Lenny Kravitz. Almost catches Ichigo twice, but doesn't get him. It's the headshot, though. 1v1. Pushing. Horny with the better crosshair placement. Faster reaction. 3K on the round. Sugarcubes get to 6. That was a bit of a crazy round. Couple of ults coming out. Quick play in there. VK goes down early. I gotta wonder what it was that was keeping Idrize from trying to get the wall down and get the spike plant. Hesitation ended up costing them, as Stunning was able to take him down before he could get the spike down. No res available. Sage on the ground. So it ends up 3v3, which the defense man as offense's money is not great. I think Lenny Kravitz is going to be given the hero rifle here at 15 and 7. Maybe not the worst call. 44 is coming out of Drisk. The rest will be on rifles. Bit of a mid-B split. Monty's gotten into classic though. Catch alert earlier in the half. The attack heads toward the main. And Namonte and VK see each other. Goes down. Froggy did actually have that Blade Storm, which he has popped. I think we'll find a couple, though. They're going to try to get... And they can't get... AO back on his feet. Froggy has snuck behind enemy lines and going to find a kill onto VK. Shouldn't be able to res, though, onto Ichigo. That will leave 1v2. He's going to find the first. Froggy with 3. Jimbo, all to do. He gets the kill, and it's going to be the clutch for Froggy. The Blade Storm came in huge. Finds 4. Puts him on 18 and 7. Lenny on 18 and 8. Just huge plays. Huge hero frags, really, on both maps, coming out of some of the players on Purple Iris. Namonte last map. Froggy and Lenny Kravitz so far this map. Pulled a 5-6. And that actually breaks the bank of Sugarcube. Have the Seekers, they'll have the Viper's Pit, they'll have the Showstopper. They only really have 2 rifles. Guardian was gonna pop the Viper's Pit on top of 410. A hard Viper's Pit to push. They're gonna try. That Shock Dart gets a lot of damage. Paint Shells will ward them off. Monty trying to circle around the outside. They've got control of pipes, but they've got to get control of the site. That's gone up and over. Froggy's gone up and over. He's going to go down to Jimbo, though. Ichigo finds VK again as a showstopper. Can't even go off this time. Drizzy, though, will spam out Jimbo, so that should give him the site. Looking for the wall to go up. They're actually going to go for a deeper wall this time so that they can get Froggy rezzed. But Froggy goes down to Horny. Stunning finds Ichigo. They've got a 2-man flank coming in. Pinch now. Strisk gets one on Namonte. Jose will trade. Stunning through the box finds Lenny. Jose has to get a 1v2 through here. Hasn't had a lot of chance to shine. Gets the first. He's on a 3k. Getting Lido miss. Gets the shots. But doesn't get the kill. Has to heal it. Tries to heal himself. Shots are missed by Stunning. Just like gets the gun back out. Can't get the kill. Stunning gets a 3k of his own. That'll be a 7-5 half for Sugarcubes. Almost a big clutch, big round out of Idrizzy. He only had 1 kill going into this round. A lot of times kind of been thrown away with his life having to plant the spike behind not but a Sage Wall. It's 3, but can't get the last. So, we swap sides. Your cube's up 7-5. Round looming. Big performances out of Froggy and Lenny Kravitz, of course, both nearly on 20 kills. Lenny started off, I believe, 8, if not 7, if not 9 or 10. And is still on 16 and 9. Froggy on 18 and 9. And Horny for the attacking side of Sugarcube. 12 kills. I think they set up for this A hit. Yeah, Risk walking up with the Headhunter. Playing this. And VK sees Froggy. For the paint shells, Froggy drops off, takes a good chunk of damage. 4 members of the defense are here. Drizzy and Drisk are going to fight in mid, and Drisk will find the pick. Continue. Ichigo might sniff it out, though, as 2 kills go the way of the defense on the site. Fight can't go down, and Ichigo does sniff it out, so now it's a 2v4. Namonte might be low, but outgunned right now is the attacking side of Sugarcubes, and Horny's going to go down. Can't quite get sights on Froggy. Jimbo now in the 1v4. Position somewhat noted, and that's going to be a recon dart as well. Jimbo seen by everything. Double initiators, double the information. 2 big frags went down on site there. Didn't quite catch them in the feed, or quite catch them, but defensive frags go through there. Risk didn't get the chance with the lurk as Ichigo sniffed it out of the top of 2 on the duel. That round goes in the favor of Purple Iris. Yeah. They're gonna see that purchase come through though. Froggy, I believe, saving for the round 3 op, only sticking with the Ghost here. Ghost as on the pixeling. Horny Hamburglar as well. That paint shell's actually, I think, did pretty good damage. And Jimbo actually finds Drizzy on the other side of the map. He's going to recover that gun. Froggy goes dashing in. Froggy goes down. Some low players on the attack side, but most importantly, living players. Jimbo now running up mid. Jimbo's going to get caught with his knife out. Stunning might not have heal available here, as he's going to go for the spike. A's going to go down. 3v3 post plant. Still better guns for the... Monty will find another. Stunning can't get the shots. Is getting revealed multiple times. Ichigo will find Drisk. Low health, but more than 0. As another nail biter of a pistol round for Purple Iris, I do believe they've won 3... or not pistol round, but follow-up to the pistol. They've won 3 pistols in every round after. It's been a bit of a ride, but they've managed to win all 3. Tie the score. Right. Fly coming in from the back side. As you're not going to push out the operator quite yet. Froggy will probably hold off until next round. Bit of a scattered bonus. A Marshall, an Ares, Spectre, and a pair of Sheriffs.
That works.
I've gotten Froggy into the forward nest position. Monty's right underneath him. Guy player is out. Has to fight against 2, and that's going to... Heal in mid's actually going to draw some players back. Round reset. A little bit of damage was done. Guy. Traded Drizzy P. Oh. Present. And that Viper's toxic screen's probably going to draw some rotations as Horny will find a Monty trying to push up A main. Orb comes out of Drizzy, who's healed himself and gone down to the paint shells. Bit of a bad beat there as shells came through right on his spot, couldn't really move either direction. Gonna leave a lurker, our Sugarcubes, as they run all the way back to A. Only Froggy here to greet them with a Sheriff. You go. Nova player rotating in. Couldn't get here in time. Couple shots traded. Froggy done. Stunning is low, and Monty actually gets tagged by the Marshall. Alright, so 3v5 retake. Really any information from over Dart, as Horny will find Froggy with the worst gun. Horny will find a third. Stunning will clean up the round. Retake didn't get far, and that'll be a flawless round against the bonus. Keeps the economy rolling for the attackers. Damage, but no deaths. Froggy's going to go ahead and pull out the operator. Rest of his team on a bit of low money, though. Ichigo already on the Judge. Light armor for Drizzy on the Sage. Right. Got Froggy boost up. We're at off spot on this. Like a default from sides 1-2-2 versus 2-2-1, left to right. Stunning, making presence. Finding nothing. Shots being actually probably gonna walk into Ichigo shotgun here. See, and he does. He goes down, gets one bullet onto Ichigo, but can't do much else. Will Judge shell to the face. Tag for the defense. That was just the lurk though, but that was also their controller, so they've got no smokes to get onto B with. A hard site to take as it is. All drone will come out. I think that notes Drizzy might note Lenny Kravitz as well, and now they're going to push. DK is now taken lurking. Find any. Stunning He's trying to walk up to get the spike down. Horny will find Ichigo. They've actually managed to buy some space here. Lenny Kravitz will find Horny. PK finds Froggy. That lurk does come to fruition. And VK gets surrounded and goes down. Stunning's locked, placed himself in this corner. I don't think Namonti's expecting this. Absolutely not. This will find Idrize, and that leaves Lenny in the 1v2, who's gonna find Stunning. Caught with the util in hand. Now Lenny gets caught with util in hand, but doesn't go down. And, oh, actually gets the win! Gets Drisk. Gets the 3k. Lenny, continuing his huge performance on this map, will get the clutch and get the round.
Don't worry, you're with me.
It's a battle between the Stovas, and they still collect the operator.
Bit of a battle for sure. He was 16, Lenny with 22. However, even with that one round, with the round being won, the defense does not have much. Light armors across the board so far. Lenny's got a Guardian. Drize hasn't even bought anything. Settle for Spectre full armor. They've got to force into this. Mostly Vandals coming out of the attacking side, though. So those light armors won't go as they're ended. 3 players on the A side behind this. Walk into Ichigo or not. Dead Froggy will find him with the operator as the execute starts to come out towards the B site. Drize here on the angle gets the headshot but can't get anything else done. Spectre not good enough. Seeker's also coming out as the spike goes down, and the Viper's Pit will come down as well from Namonti, I believe. Nope, that's Jimbo. Namonti already used his. Got a 4v4 post plant here. And yeah, and he did possibly just found that through the Viper's Pit. As they storm into the Viper's Pit, Jimbo finds one onto Lenny Kravitz. Important he stays alive, and he doesn't. He goes down to Ichigo, so now into the 2v3, now 3v1. Stunning's gonna find a big one. Actually finds 2. Gets the blind onto Froggy. He's fully flashed. That huge flash of Stunning will convert another clutch 2 in a row. Out of opposite teams, Stunning will just live from the spike explosion. That'll put Sugarcubes back in the lead at 9-8. And with the already dismal state of the economy of Purple Iris, they're going to have to save here. Not too many tricks to come out. Froggy doesn't have the Blade Storm online, no Chamber with a Tour de Force. So this is going to be a pretty pure save. They're forcing. Ichigo has bought out at the moment. Well, it's a light buy.
Let's play.
2 Frenzies and a Marshall that has just missed the E-Box jump. Kravitz has gotten a forward position. Shots are trading. He can do. Firm up onto A. They haven't cleared it. Found the first frag, but they haven't cleared it. So Lenny will find a kill on a VK. He'll actually find a second on a Stunning. That's pretty good work on just the Frenzy. Neither gun recoverable. Down for the backside. Out here. Pressure mid. He hit A, probably smart to avoid letting either of those guns be picked up by the. Now, and they're actually going to go ahead and pop the Hunter's Fury. Gets a tag with the dart. We'll get a tag with the ult as well onto Namonti, who's now very low. Healing up a bit, but still quite low from the tag.
30 seconds left.
Spike's going to start to go down. The fight's coming in. Drize's actually going to find one on a Jimbo as Namonti's just walking out into his own Molotov. Goes down eventually to Horny Hamburger. Ichigo's gotten up very close, though. I think they're going to... They got a Frenzy, but Drisk circles around, finds him in the back. Might not have expected it, but sometimes you just walk into things. Sugarcubes wins their 10th. Got a little close. Lenny Kravitz, that lurk up into Nest, gets to. Couldn't recover any of the guns, couldn't turn it into more firepower. superior rifles end up winning out the round. Damaging to the economy for sure, but will be enough here that if Sugarcubes drop this round, they should have another buy-in. Well, for the defense of Purple Iris, this is quite a big round. If they lose this, they will just back onto at least a half buy. Should they lose that half buy, they'll be up against map point here in the split of this series. Reminder again that they will map one of split 13-7. Pressure has come in. Froggy's walking through smokes. Froggy's been doing this a lot, and he finds a kill. Doing it on attack, he's doing it on defense. Pretty big kill. That's stunning down. No flashes, no trailblazer. It might have used, but certainly can't be now. Still gonna take this site off the back of this owl drone, like, which is up forwards. We'll spot one in the smoke. VK's gonna get that frag onto Namonti with the paint shells. I believe this is the second paint shell kill of the half. Is VK's gonna pop the showstopper and everybody runs away, and another showstopper goes completely wide. And Kravitz will find his head. Showstoppers have not been great. I don't think a single frag has been found. As the retake's coming in fast, Froggy's found 3. Jimbo's left in a 1v4. Don't get the snake bite out, but I'm not sure what you're supposed to do now. He just has to let them defuse, and he's gonna end up. I think he thought the Molotovs would stop. Snake bites would stop the defuse. Matter. 4v1 anyway, didn't really have the angle to peek. Once again, Froggy. It's not Froggy, it's Lenny Kravitz. It's not Lenny Kravitz, it was Froggy that round. Finds 3, finds another round. Keeps the team in it. Again, like I said, probably a big round that they had to win there. Gotta bank some money. They kept 4 alive. That's huge. They'll have the resurrection available. Kravitz not too far off remote the way he's been from time.
Look at the assists on the defensive side.
That is very true. Ichigo and Drizzy both on 13 plus assists. Especially with 16 on the KO. Lots of flashes, lots of 0 points possibly. Pressure's coming in. 3 players here to catch this, soon to be 4. And Froggy's actually walked all the way in spawn, so they know they're not rotating off this. Ichigo gonna counter flash. Still only bullets and utility being traded, no deaths. Offense doesn't have the advantage of a Viper wall. Froggy's gonna find Jimbo trying to rotate back out. He's also gonna catch. Backs away, dashes out, gets back out to mid. That jet pick still has lots of value if you can get one and get away. He does, and now it's a 3v5 as another did go down on site. Trying to hold this mid cross. And Froggy and Ichigo both gonna find one. Drisky actually gonna find both. Tries to go for the duel with Lenny Kravitz. Fortunately, not a chance with the way he's been playing this map. Goes up to 27, Froggy on 26. These two are really carrying this team as they bring it to a tie and take the economy of Sugarcube. Huge flank out of Froggy, finds a couple. Finds that first, slips away, finds another later. Can't get out, they can't rotate back. And round goes over. Like the plan here for Sugarcubes is going to be try to get this spike down, get a Viper's Pit out early. With it, I saw Judge on Namonti, or not Namonti. As they start to push into the site. Jimbo. BK actually finds an entry on a Froggy. That's a pretty big pick with the way Froggy's been playing. Namonti's here in this corner again. Hasn't gone well for him so far. He's going to get hit by the blast pack. Swings out into Drisk. The shock dart actually did a lot of damage there. Jimbo, though, will find the trade. Lenny finds another. Looks like Spike's going down here. Lenny spamming the box will find a kill. Drisk will go down to Drizzy, and now it's just Stunning who is on the lurk. Resurrect even comes through. He's can't actually get the shot. He's just gonna come through anyway. Cleans up the round. Only a save. Viper's Pit invested. Actually, I don't even think the Viper's Pit ended up coming out. It did not. Risk with the Tour de Force isn't gonna opt to use it. Probably saving it in case they lose this. Put them up against match game. Could pull it out still, though. Lenny Kravitz and Froggy both with their ultimates online. Namonti won a Viper's Pit. Lenny Kravitz looks to be trying to drop 30 in this. Taking this down. 1, 2, round. We're actually going on. This is a bit of a twist, a bit of a wrinkle, but he does catch Horny Hamburglar. He's just gonna follow him. Oh, but he doesn't actually clear the right angle. He actually doesn't see anybody. He does end up getting VK eventually, and he's gonna get Horny eventually as well, and that's the spike, unfortunately. For Sugarcubes, they've got to find a way to retake that as they start to push up. They will find Drizzy, so it's a 3v3. Spike's dropped in an awkward position. Jimbo's still alive. Smokes aren't over here. Viper's Pit, perhaps, and actually, Froggy walk Spike from deep. Monty finds Jimbo, finds his opposite. Ichigo will find Drisk trying to push out. Stunning gonna be left in a 1v3. Would have to be a huge play to win. All eyes on Spike. Have to think. Sees who first. Monty sees Stunning, but Stunning actually gets the frag. The flash is gonna come out. Guiding light, but Ichigo gets 4, putting himself up on the scoreboard. And that's going to be map point and 2-0 match point for Purple Iris here. Ichigo.
That's interesting.
Apparently there's a Yoru in this map. Not quite sure where that pick's coming out this late into the rounds. We're going to go 12. And gonna have to be a win on this forced buy. Not as much of a forced buy as it could have been. Mostly rifles coming out. Very even kill distribution for the attacking side of Sugar. As gonna push in early, and actually Lenny Kravitz is gonna pop the Hunter's Fury right off the rip. I don't think he's found anybody with it though. And duels are gonna come in. Oh, what a clean shot. He's looking for a second. Why wouldn't he? He finds a second. Why wouldn't he? Stunning will finally trade him out. Froggy found one as well, I think. Actually did not, but took a lot of damage and now goes down. Fight hits here. The spike is going down. They're going to have to play retake now. Go push coming to heaven. Drisk gets the spike down. Found a gun to go along with his tour de force. I'll hold the close aim. Ichigo drop it. Walking out. Stunning's below him. We'll see if they clear Stunning. VK finds one. He will clear Stunning and he'll take him down. Drisk and Ichigo now fighting. VK and Ichigo now the last two alive. That paint shell does a lot of damage. Now both players at 1 bullet. And VK gets the better angle, gets the third, wins the 1v1 on low health. That will keep them in this game and push us to match, well, round 24. The second map and match point for Purple Iris. As one last reminder, this is a 2-game set. First map went to Purple Iris. They won split 13-7 off the back of a huge performance from Namonti, who's been a lot quieter in this map. Down at 8 frags on the Viper. Froggy has the Blade Storm.
He's good.
Froggy does have the Blade Storm. Meanwhile, oh, VK doesn't actually have the Showstopper because he's going to go down immediately. Stunning will trade, though, and we'll pop the Seekers off rip. Or off of that, and we do have a fight going into A. Ichigo stuck here in this corner, gets the flash, gets the kill, gets low, but Drisk will take him down and trade. So Spike's going to go down. Viper's Pit figures to go down, and it will. Hunter's Fury also online for the attacking side, as Horny Hamburglar could attempt to back up and play for it. Won't so far. Now will. Jimbo playing from top of 410 in this ult. Nobody else inside of it. This might take a while to clear for the defense. Anybody swings him. Drizzy for the that recon dart's not going to see anybody. They're probably going to think everybody's in sight. They're not. And Drizzy finds one. Jimbo finds one. It looks like it might be overtime here unless Lenny Kravitz can pull out something crazy. Got to fight through the Viper's Pit. Doesn't have a lot of time. 1v3. Jimbo jumps up on top of 410 on the highest peak and kills him. Lenny Kravitz might be king of the map, not king of that hill, and that will push us into overtime. Big frags at a stunning big entry. Risk with the trade deep in sight onto I believe, Ichigo. Spike goes down, and that was a very nice Viper. Very hard to work, especially with the Hunter's Fear backing it up. Couldn't get it done, so we'll switch sides and go into overtime.
Another overtime. We're cursed. If you weren't here last week, it was quite the fiesta of overtimes.
Have a at a best of two. I believe the first map went to overtime, the second map went to double overtime. As we've got a fast A-hit coming in here for Purple Iris, and we're gonna see stunning run down Lenny Kravitz, and he's actually gonna find Froggy too, gets the 2 top fraggers. Drisk will find 1. Eventually they both get traded out. Now it's a 3v2 with both of the top frags for the attacking side. Purple Iris on the ground. Algeron's also going to check that they're still in B main, which they are. They can't really leave now. They could back, but they've got to cross through. So Horny, who's actually going to back towards the site, will they give up this cross? Oh, sees the head, doesn't pull the trigger in time. Ichigo gets away. Gets some shots onto Horny, who's going to fall back. Doesn't want to give away the kill, doesn't want to get them back into a 2v2. Monty and Ichigo. Purple Iris will start to head towards the site. They get seen by this recon build. They're going to break it. They don't get seen, but presence noted. Now, do they get back on the merry-go-round? Looks like they're thinking about it. Falling all the way back deep into A main. And yeah, they're leaving. Why not? Rotation. Definitely a rotation heavy style has come in from Purple Iris, and VK can hear every step they're taking. Actually, oh yeah, he's heard everything. That flash is, or that paint shell's gonna delay the spike. Horny's gonna find the kill. It's gonna put Ichigo in a 1v3s. Gotta go huge here. Find the first out of time. Defenders are just gonna both run away. Why wouldn't you just go save the round? He'll find Jimbo after the clock expires, but nothing else to be done. That's actually going to put Sugarcubes on the attack and on match point, or map point at the very least, looking for a series split.
I think Ichigo's ears were burning after we brought up his number of assists. He was like, nah, I gotta get some kills.
26 and 18. This isn't League of Legends, but there is a stat called kill participation, and it shouldn't matter in Valorant, but that is crazy high. Dude is pushing to participation in 50 kills. We get an early exchange here on a utility. Risk has walked up. Ichigo's again in 2. I don't think they've ever figured out that he's playing there, but he's not going to catch Drisk. They've passed each other in the night. Risk might actually get a free kill into Monty if he just walks through this Viper wall. He will, and he does. Lenny Kravitz is walking towards to try to trade. Will he check this angle as Froggy goes down, and now it's a 5v3. Lenny Kravitz pushing around is going to find the VK, but Drisk will find his back. Drisk will find a third with that lurk through mid. He's going to pull out the Tour de Force, and Drizzy try to salvage a chance at the 2-0, prevent the split. He has to get the 1v4 here. Can't even get the first. Horny Hamburglar will take him down. Attackers will win the round. Sugarcubes will take map 2. We're going to get a 1-1 split on the series. Arrow map win.
32 kills.
Penny with 32.
17.
All 3 of the top fraggers come from Purple Iris. Penny with 32. Froggy with 27 on the Jet. Ichigo ended up with 26 on the KO with a huge last quarter of the game, really. Stunning and VK split 21 kills each. Horny had 20, so did Drisk. Very even kill distribution from Sugarcubes. Up taking that second map narrowly. They get the series split. And that will be us for this stream. Thank you so much for coming out. Matches. Again, 1-1 split between Sugarcubes and Purple Iris. Hope you enjoyed watching, and join us hopefully on Friday for another stream. If not, we will see you when we see you.